You are working harder than ever, making more money than you did 5 years ago, yet your bank account feels like it is bleeding out. You are not going crazy, and more importantly, this financial exhaustion is not your fault. The reason $85,000 a year now feels like the poverty line is a mathematical trap deliberately designed to drain your wealth. The true anchor pulling you under is not your rent or your grocery bill, but the metal box sitting right there in your driveway. This is a designed system. Let us look at Mark. Mark makes a very decent living, bringing home $5,200 a month. Rent takes $2,100. Food and utilities eat up another $1,000. The math gets tight. Then comes the vehicle. When Mark walked into the dealership, the salesperson did not ask how much the SUV actually cost. They asked a much more dangerous question. How much do you want to pay per month? That is the trap. They sold him an illusion of affordability. To make that monthly number look manageable, they stretched the loan out to 84 months. That is 7 full years of debt. Look closer. Imagine driving a beautiful machine forward, but there is a massive steel hook attached to the rear bumper, relentlessly dragging you backward. Mark is paying $850 a month, plus $250 for insurance. But the vehicle is losing its value much faster than he is paying down the principal balance. He owes the bank more than the metal is worth. Negative equity. You think you own the car, but mathematically, the car owns you. And very soon, the trap snaps completely shut. Imagine the hollow feeling in your stomach when you swipe your card at the gas station and the screen flashes declined. Economic analysts are looking at a near future where oil could realistically push past $100 a barrel. Mark's monthly gas bill jumps from $200 to $400. Here is the math. When you add up the loan payment, the premium insurance, and the fuel, Mark is spending $1,500 every single month just to keep this piece of metal on the road. That is nearly 30% of his take-home pay. He is quite literally paying to go to work, just so he can pay for the car that takes him to work. The math just broke. Total auto loan debt in this country has hit a staggering $1.67 trillion, while delinquency rates for people between the ages of 25 and 45 are spiking faster than at any point in recent history. Once you miss that second payment, you cannot turn back the clock. Why would a bank lend you an insane amount of money for a rapidly depreciating asset? Think about that. They do not look at your car as transportation. They look at it as an extraction machine. To understand why you feel so fundamentally broke, you have to see the invisible architecture built around you. Let us call it the mobility tax. Most people miss this completely. Look at your hands on the steering wheel tomorrow morning. Those hands are working the first 2 hours of every single day just to pay for the privilege of holding that wheel. That is the mobility tax in real time. Wall Street isn't just lending you money. They are harvesting your future. They take your 84-month struggle, bundle it into a shiny package, and sell your stress to global investors as a guaranteed profit. You're not a customer to them. You're the high-yield crop. Let that sink in. Your debt is their product. Wall Street strips the skin off your loan, bundles it with thousands of other victims, and sells your labor to the highest bidder. You aren't just paying interest. You are fueling a global casino where you are the only one who cannot win. The credit industrial complex does not actually want you to pay off your vehicle. If you clear your debt, their profit engine stops. They need you trapped in a perpetual cycle of interest payments. Your monthly interest payment is their quarterly dividend. You are funding their portfolios. But being a hostage to this system is a choice. This is where you have to flip the script in your own mind to regain your power. That car in your driveway is not just consuming your money, it is actively consuming your life energy. Every single time you send that $1,500 to the lender, you are trading away 60 hours of your actual life. You are trading physical stress, time away from your family, and your own peace of mind, just to hold on to a piece of machinery that is quietly rusting in the rain. The fact that you were guided into a long-term contract filled with muddy financial jargon is not a reflection of your intelligence. These institutions employ behavioral psychologists to design these exact sales funnels. They know precisely how to leverage your natural desire for comfort and reliability. But refusing to play their rigged game any longer is entirely your privilege. Stop funding your own prison. So how do you break the bank's hook before the tow truck shows up in the middle of the night? If you are currently underwater on a car loan, bleeding cash every month, you need to execute strategic amputation. Sometimes you have to take a sharp, painful loss to save the rest of the financial body. Selling an underwater car means you might have to take out a small personal loan to cover the difference between what you owe and what the car is worth. It feels terrible in the moment, but it instantly stops the bleeding. If you wait until repossession, your credit profile is devastated for 7 years. Cut the loss on your own terms, not theirs. Then you rewrite your rules of engagement. You build a defensive shield with patience and cold, hard math. The banking industry hates the 24/10 shield because it breaks their extraction machine. If you can't put 20% down, you're not buying a car. You're buying a deficit. If the loan lasts over 4 years, you're not a driver. You're a donor. And if that metal consumes more than 10% of your monthly check, you're not moving forward. You're drowning in a driveway. Would you rather drive a faded 10-year-old sedan but have $10,000 of liquid cash sitting safely in your bank account, or a highly polished SUV wrapped in midnight panic? True wealth in the coming decade will not be measured by the shiny logo on your steering wheel. It will be measured by how much absolute control you have over your own time and your own peace of mind. Buying back your life energy is the ultimate status symbol. This $1.6 trillion bubble will fracture. That is a mathematical certainty. But while the masses are crushed under their own SUVs, there is a way to turn this systemic collapse into your greatest financial leverage. Most people will close this video and go back to signing their lives away for a leather interior. But because you've made it this far, you're already part of the 1% who sees the bars of the cage. The car loan is only the first layer of the trap. The real extraction is happening inside your wallet every time you swipe a credit card. If you're ready to stop being the bank's favorite asset, watch this breakdown of the credit industrial complex right now. Don't just survive the system. Learn how to outrun it.